See, it has all your favorite channels, so everything there is going to stay the same. But that's how we're making you the new customer and getting you the new rate. And so just make sure that that's clear there as well. All right, we're just going to fill this out. We'll just go from there. Assuming the close is a must, don't ever, ever ask a customer, so Mrs. Jones, is this something you think you're interested in? You're giving her an option to say no. You're putting her on the spot. Don't do it. You're going to lose the deal. She's been talking with you for 30 minutes. We've gone through options. We've gone through this. We've gone through that. There's been a dialogue going on. If she wasn't interested, that door would have been shut a long time ago. Of course she's interested. Don't give her the option to say anything but. Assume the sale. Assume the sale. Don't ask, so Mrs. Jones, is this something you would want to do? Instead, try something like, Mrs. Jones, our installers are coming by Monday in the morning or the afternoon. Which time works best for you? If you notice, both options I gave her were to go ahead and do it. One in the morning or one in the afternoon. If she doesn't want it, she could step up and say, you know what, I don't think we're ready. So always assume the close, assume the sale. We're there for a reason. Why wouldn't she want it? Don't give her the option to do anything other than that. Obviously, if they're not interested, they'll speak up themselves. Appointments are one of the biggest things that you guys need to get down. It's important to get on the doors early. Okay, I hear time and time again, every single year, new reps come in, they say, gosh, I'm on the doors at 1 o'clock. No one really answers or no one's home that can make a decision between the hours of 1 to 4. I'm just going to go out from 4 till dark and get the sales when the sales happen. That couldn't be farther from the truth. You have to understand it's important to get in the area early, put your roots down, talk to people, and generate appointments. When I talk with Mrs. Jones on the door, she might have a dialogue with me and might come up saying, you know what, my husband's not home. Do you have anything that you could leave for me? That is a perfect opportunity to set up an appointment for later on that evening. Get your tablet out of your clipboard and set an appointment up with Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to actually be in the neighborhood till 9 o'clock tonight, and I have an appointment down the street at 8. Would you like me to stop by and I could speak with you and your husband about some of the details at that time? If it's something you decide to do, we could go ahead and fill out the paperwork. If not, no big deal. And that way I can answer the questions that you guys have this evening before I leave the neighborhood. Because I'm not going to be back tomorrow because my manager sends me to different areas throughout the day. You can see I created urgency, yet I still set up an appointment. If Mrs. Jones is not willing to make time out of her schedule to meet with you this evening, is she really interested? Probably not. At that point, I would just move on to the next door. But it's important to get out there early, set up those appointments. Don't set appointments for the next day. Don't set appointments for later on in the week. They're not going to materialize. It's just not worth your time. I will not drive out a half an hour, 40 minutes in one direction to meet with one customer in a neighborhood that's already been hit that may or may not go through. I'm much better off going to a new neighborhood in a fresh area, starting fresh, and set more appointments and get more sales for that day in that area than waste a whole day driving around, banking on one deal that may or may not go through. Once again, the summer is very short. There's 100 days in the program. You've got to get out there and you've got to maximize every single day. So it's very important to set these appointments up and to go ahead and close them later. All right, we just got to do some basic paperwork, and when we're done, we'll call this in the office and schedule your guys' installation. Dan's actually training today, so he'll be doing the paperwork with us. We just say a name to put on the account, so either one of you guys.
John.
Okay.
And that's Smith.
All right, John, we just need a phone number, home phone.
801-604-3926.
Okay. And we need a mobile phone to place on the account in case you're not home when the installer gets there.
Use yours?
Sure, yeah. 801-910-3938.
Okay. And the address for the installation?
5 South, 500 West, Unit 1007, Salt Lake City, Utah, and that's 84101.
Okay. All right, and it's just like when you guys signed up for Satellite originally, if you remember. Since we do give you the equipment for free, they do run a minor credit check. They do that with the social, so your social for the credit check.
529-51-9201.
Okay. And an email address. The email is used for your redemption. We're going to email you all your paperwork on that, and DirecTV also uses it to keep in contact with you guys for when your installation date and time is. This information is not, solicited or sold, you're not going to receive spam at all. But we do need your email address.
That's jsmith@gmail.com.
Okay. Okay, and then we just fill out the basic order form here. And so they're going to do 2 TVs. So we circled the 2 boxes there. Okay. We just carry that total over here. Okay. The total amount due for the equipment is 0. All right, and we got you on the choice package like we talked about. So we checked the box for choice, the price here, and you have 2 TVs. We're adding on a DVR. So your total price per month is $71.99 is your normal rate. And then you get the discounts we talked about. You're going to get $21 off a month for a whole year. That's because you used to be a DirecTV customer and you guys left, and we're going to discount your rate by $21 a month for a year in order to get you back on as a customer.
That's great.
And then, do you guys have AT&T by chance? Quest?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
Okay. As long as you're a Quest or an AT&T customer, you do get an additional $5 off your rate there.
Oh, that's great.
So you're looking at, for a whole year, you're going to be paying $45.99 a month for that there. Now, just remember with the redemption, it doesn't come out of the chute on the first month. There is a small delay. So with your email, you're going to get an email confirmation in your box that you're just going to have to open up and click, and that's going to start your redemption process. And by your second bill, you should have those credits hitting. So the reason why I let you know is when your first bill comes, it's not going to have your redemption credit on it, but you're going to have 12 consecutive billing cycles with the credit on that. So we just want to make sure you understand that just so there's no confusion.
Perfect.
Okay, and we fill that there. There is a $29 activation fee whenever we start up a new line, but we do credit that back to you. We're taking $26 off your bill per month for a year, and so obviously that's going to rebate you back for the $29 that you paid, and you're going to have additional credits on there as well. So when the installer gets there, he's just going to need a check for the $29. And what day are we going to do installation?
Friday would probably be the best.
Okay,
We'll be home Friday, right?
Yeah.
Friday. Would you prefer a morning or an afternoon?
That's up to her.
Morning.
Morning. Okay, our installation blocks are 8 to noon, noon to 4, or after 4. So
Yeah, earlier the better.
Okay,
So
we'll get you down 8 to noon. The last thing that DirecTV does is they do place a valid major credit or debit card on the account. Nothing's charged to this card at all. It's used as security to back the free equipment. Obviously, this wouldn't be an issue with you guys. I'm even embarrassed bringing it up. But there are cases where our equipment ends up on eBay. If we don't get our equipment back, they will charge you for it, and that's what the credit card's for. It does secure that equipment. So we need a credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. Once again, nothing's charged to it. It just secures the account. Okay? And, okay, we got everything here. We're just going to go ahead and call this into the office at the toll-free number. After we process your order, the CSR is going to ask to speak with one of you just to confirm the order and to make sure that there's no misunderstandings and just so you guys understand how everything works. Dan's just going to call that in.
Hang on just a second.
American Satellite, this is Mandy.
Hi. Yes, this is Daniel. I am with the Indianapolis office, and we have a claim we'd like to run.
Oh, hi Dan, great. Let me just bring this up.
Thank you guys so much.
Great. I'll take it.
You want it? All right,
Yeah.
you take it.
Thanks.
Great. Just make sure you show that to the installer when he comes. It has
Okay.
everything on there he needs. But we really appreciate your guys' business and happy to have you back as a DirecTV customer. So
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
stopping
Mr.
by.
Smith.
Appreciate
Great.
you guys out.
great. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Yep. Thank you. A service quote can be used when a customer is very interested, but we can't set up an appointment and their husband's not going to be home for a later date and time. Basically what a service quote is I am signing the customer up in every way